TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Megan Anderson inside Fight Church tonight, the PAL Gym in KCK. And immediately we see Speece taking the center of the octagon.
Yeah, very nice deep front kicks. Oops, caught that one.
You always take a risk when you throw these kicks, and for Speece, she is on her back early, and looks like Culp is trying to pass the guard here, Megan.
She really needs to be careful. She's got one arm in, one arm out right now, so that triangle is open for Speece. So Alexa's doing a really good job of pushing that knee through and clearing the guard, looking for the back take. This is a beautiful transition right here.
Very nice. Tommy Toll checking in on Twitter. Always appreciate him. At Invicta Fights, hashtag Invicta FC 41. Culp trying to solidify this status here, both hooks in.
She's doing a beautiful job of not staying too high, but Speece is also making sure she's shoving her off the front so that she's able to not solidify that back take and get that choke in.
Yeah, you can see that she's staying posted up. I like that one arm drag there, although it did give it gave Culp a little bit of the advantage there, but you can see Speece is trying to work out the back door, and she's unable to do so because Culp is trying to maintain those underhooks.
See in the lower left-hand corner, Culp in the blue corner, Speece in the red, and right now, Alexa Culp in control. Decent underdog tonight is Culp, plus 177 on the betting line, and she's exactly where she wants to be 90 seconds into this fight.
And you can see Speece's fighting hands right there, trying to get a good position, trying to get so she can push and get, she's kind of in a rough spot right there with the striking, but she's trying to control those hands while Culp looks for that finish.
Alexa really has a beautiful body triangle here, and I think that is what is keeping her in this position. She's very strong with that body lock, but Speece doing a great job grabbing the head here, looking to switch the position, but Alexa just being very determined to stay on top.
Yeah, I really like that head grab. I think that did that did great work for her, and it's making it much harder for Alexa Culp to keep her hooks in.
And again, both athletes making their professional debuts here tonight. A lot of composure on display here for Alexa Culp, who's had this position for a good while now and is solidifying it with this body triangle. And still a lot of time here in this round, halfway through the first frame. And I think we see a lot of experience on display by both of these athletes. Alexa Culp, you know, amateur background, making her pro debut tonight, but she's no stranger to competition. And, you know, Speece has been fighting and training since she was 15 years old. This is a tough position to be in for Speece, but so far, so good. She's been able to survive. 2 minutes remain here in the opening round.
Well, she was doing a good job of rolling over to the side where the triangle the triangled legs were connected, where the foot was under the knee. If she keeps pressure on that, she can actually set up a footlock from there, TJ. But that's hard to think of when you're also fighting hands from somebody attempting to rear naked choke you.
And I think what Culp is doing really, really well is she's not giving up on the choke. She's constantly switching sides, giving up different looks, and really making it difficult for Speece to be able to get out of that body triangle because the threat of the choke has to be respected.
You can see she's trying to strip the hands, insert a hook.
Julie, would you like to see Speece try to get, you know, not so center line there, maybe try to put some weight on the figure four lock around the body?
Absolutely. I was just saying that. That's exactly where she needs to be. She needs to be on that side. She needs to put pressure on that figure four lock, get her hips to the side so that she can turn in.
A lot of hand fighting here. 1 minute remains in round number one. And this has been a position that has been dominated for quite a while here by Alexa Culp. If this lasts another 50 seconds, judges going to, you know, have a pretty decisive round to score here for Alexa Culp.
Yeah, and I admire the way Culp is still digging for that finish. You know, she's not kind of resting in this position. She's really trying still to choke her out. She's striking, moving to the chokes, striking, moving to the chokes. Not quite in there yet, but it's across the face. But
you can get a tap here if you put the pressure on the lower jaw. We see the hand fighting continue for Speece.
And Speece is showing a lot of composure, a lot of good training. Getting her head to the mat right there is important to get that base and to make it harder for Alexa Culp to get the choke. Nicely done there by Speece.
Beautiful transition by Culp to continue with that back take.
Final 10 seconds here in the round. There you have it. Solid first 5 minutes turned in by Alexa Culp. All right, we are headed to round number 2. Alexa Culp and Natalya Speece. And again, Speece coming out with the kicks early. Aggressive with the kicks is Culp, now covering up as offense thrown back her way, but now into the clinch. We'll see if Culp wants to try to drag this fight to the floor. She's in the clinch here with one underhook. Trying to break that posture of Culp is Speece with the forearm. We'll see if she tries to sneak in some elbows.
Yeah, it's a great place for a knee, like she did right there, TJ. Also, you can see that Culp is trying to drop her level, and when Speece is in that position, try to connect those legs together to get the takedown. Unable to do so far. This is a fight for head position, too. I think that you can see Culp's really trying to dig in under the chin. Nice knee.
Culp trying to grab a hold of that leg that delivered a knee a moment ago.
And her head is a little bit low for that takedown, and you can see Speece is taking advantage of that, putting pressure on the neck. Able to spin to that tie clinch position.
Keeping the pressure on is Culp. Framing on that face again. The knee delivered by Speece. Trying to get free, but tripped up there on the exit. And now Culp back in the closed guard here, Natalya Speece.
And Culp took quite a bit of damage right there. She took some hard knees, some hard elbows to the head right there. So I'm wondering what effect that has on her ground game here, if it's going to up her aggression level, or if she'll stay patient as she did when she passed the guard before.
Chris Cyborg checking in on Twitter. Some nice words thrown the way of the fellow former Invicta FC featherweight champ.
Thank you very much, champ. She's one of 4. This is a very select group.
Halfway point here of the fight. Culp in control on top of Natalya Speece.
Well, I don't know in control necessarily, TJ. I might argue that because Speece is actually controlling the head, but Culp does have top position. She's looking for that pass. So if she frees the head and she frees the hooks on the legs, she will be able to get to a more dominant position. However, she's almost fell into that triangle. You can see her working for that pass.
We've seen Speece go for this triangle a couple of times earlier in the fight, and so far so good for Alexa Culp, able to get through, now settles into half.
This is a really positionally dominant position. A lot of people technically struggle getting up from half guard, so this is great if Alexa can control this position. She's going to be able to do a lot of damage here if, you know, she's able to get that control.
Yeah, it's wonderful for ground and pound. And she has some great back-taking abilities, because you can see her rolling immediately for that when Speece tried to explode out.
One hook in for Alexa Culp. Touch under 90 seconds remain here in round number 2.
I think Speece really needs to just explode up, look to just scramble and initiate the scramble, create that space to get up, because this is not where she wants to be. She was doing very well at the start of the round in the striking exchanges. She needs to get back there.
You can see, I don't know if Culp is under the chin or not, but she's definitely wrapped around the head.
Oh, that's a tap, and it's done! Alexa Culp, victorious in her mixed martial arts debut, a rear naked choke stoppage of Natalya Speece.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rear naked submission comes at 3 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 2 for your winner in her pro debut out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Alexa Culp.
What a performance for Alexa Culp, getting it done tonight in her professional debut.